What's good, YouTube? It's Bartolozzi with Unfiltered back with another thing, and today we're gonna be reacting to this streamer exposed the truth about black people. Man, I mess with Antonio videos, and he always gets into depth about, you know, the black community, and I mess with that, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what he's talking about. Let's get straight into the video. Let's do it.
So there is a huge content creator by the name of Joe Bartolozzi. Millions on TikTok, millions
Yeah, I know
on
who
Twitch,
that
millions
is.
on YouTube. This is a huge guy. Recently on Twitter though, a clip of him has went viral expressing his feelings about black people. So the post has over 10 million views. It's sitting at 100,000 likes, and his caption, Joe Bartolozzi goes off on people who say black people are more likely to commit crimes than white people. Just off that caption alone, you are a white boy. But nah, for real though, it's refreshing to see a straight white American male in 2026 that isn't a bigot. I gotta show respect to Joe for that. He has a huge platform, and he could easily grift and be racist and the edgy white team
like,
who eat it up. But no.
You know who does do that? You know who does sit here and just say what they want and try to act like, you know, black people have a mental disorder that makes them kind of different in a way to white people, or I guess make them look less than, and makes the white people look superior. You know who said that before? I think it was Asmin Gold. He said something along those lines. He's the one who said something along those lines. And I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was like, come on, bro. Like, bro.
He got morals, but let's watch the video.
Do not commit more crimes than white people on a personality basis. If you're going to say statistically they do, that is only because of impoverished areas in the lives that they've been given because of the implications that have been put on them through, what is it called? Systemic racism. They've been given a shit hand and therefore live in that shit hand and are more likely to commit crimes if they're impoverished, living in areas where they have to survive.
It's that simple. It's literally that simple. I explain it all the time. Y'all know,
come on,
I
man.
tell y'all to always go back if you want the answer to things. Cause and effect, trickle down economics.
And what's crazy is this is not even just, bro, this is everywhere. This is just this is literally anywhere in the world. You feel me? You have an impoverished area for any type of community, they are more likely to commit crime because they want to survive. That is just it. You think people are going to follow the rules and think about this when they're trying to survive? They don't give a fuck about no rules no more. Like, come on now. People are trying to live. Somebody's starving and shit. You think they about to worry about, oh yeah, I got to get $5 first before I pay for this meal. No, they're going to try to steal that shit. Like, come on now. It's life or death. All those other shit, those morals and shit, they go out the window after that, bro. It goes out the window after that shit. Like, you feel me? You can look at any country, any black country too. Look at any of these black countries that have been done dirty by Europeans. Guess what happened to them? Look at how they're behaving. Look at them. Look at them. Like, come on now, bro. It just doesn't make sense. You think like, oh yeah, you know, blacks are just these people that commit hella crimes and shit like that. No, there's a reason behind certain things that happen. And it's not even just black people. You could go for anybody, any person, any other, you know, community, ethnic group, whatever. They would most likely do the same shit. Even if Europeans were put in that same shithole predicament, they would do the same thing. Like,
though black America isn't as bad as they really like to portray it, it's really just the internet and the cherry picking that make it look worse than what it is. But we do have our problems, and those problems exist because of what black Americans have went through. I'm going to do a short synopsis. A lot of people say I say the same things over and over in my videos. Well, I get a lot of new viewers in my videos, so I tend to repeat things. So yeah, but anyway, the reason black America has the dysfunction that it has, let's go back to slavery. And in fact, it only ended, what, 200 something years ago? But anyway, slavery, that was 400 years of brutal, nonstop work. And in my opinion, it was an attempted genocide. And a lot of people love to downplay chattel slavery. No, this was something, man, what? But just the things we went through during slavery, the psychological problems, those things still can transfer over in 2026. It's called epigenetics. So we went through that. Then we were released in 1865. We were considered free, but not really free. We dealt with Jim Crow, segregation, the KKK, all types of unfair treatment. Then we could talk about things such as redlining, right? Where they literally mapped us off in certain areas so we couldn't have access to the better jobs, the better resources. They would run highways over certain areas. Then we could talk about the 1950s, the 1960s, when a lot of black leaders started to realize, like, man, we got to do something about the problems we're dealing with. I highly recommend everybody read the autobiography of Malcolm X. And the things that this brother is talking about, he's dealing with in the 1960s, y'all, it's literally something that I see in 2026, right? I know I'm kind of going off topic. I love to rant, but in this book, it was a certain section he was talking about. And what happened was some black people did something dumb where a white woman was killed. And they immediately tried to just, put all the blame onto black people. But Malcolm X was like, well, y'all can't just point the finger, because the reason that they were even messed up in the first place is because of the conditions that you guys placed them under, right? And I look at that the same way in 2026. They love talking about YN culture, this and that. I don't approve any of this. But also, these are the conditions that you guys harbor. You guys put the drugs in the neighborhood. You guys put the weapons in the neighborhood. You did all of these things. So now in 2026, you're still getting the byproducts and want to just put all the blame on us. No, y'all got to take some blame too. But anyway, back in the 1960s, we had black power movements, okay? Black Panthers, Malcolm X, MLK, Fred Hampton, all of these type of groups and leaders tried to come up and basically guide the black community. Anytime we tried to organize and they saw something, they knocked them off. In fact, there is a whole program put in place just to disassemble black power movements. It's called COINTELPRO. After this, we had the chemical warfare, okay? That's heroin, that's crack cocaine. In fact, most of the parents of the YNs today are damn near crack babies. Think about it. The parents that were born in the late 19...
Yeah, wait, was this the 80s?
A lot of
the 80s. Yep. I heard about that shit. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Like, folks gotta understand again, y'all cannot, there's no way, like, certain people, like, at least there's some Europeans that actually, or some white people that are actually, sane in the head to actually know what they're talking about and be real about the situation. Like, you feel me? Like, they can actually be real about it. Like, it's not something you have to sit here and go off on a tangent. No, black people are like this, and try to put us under. If you be real about it, bro, just be real. It's literally in the history books for the things that were done, for the things that are still being done, and nobody wants to address the situation besides us black people, yes, but nobody else wants to address the situation. Like, if they're not of black descent, if they're not of African descent, if they're not of African descent, they're not going to address the issue. They're going to make it look like we're just the biggest problems on earth. Nigga, every other, like, if I'm keeping up every other ethnic group, I don't feel like they like us, bro. And that's just me keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a $1.50. Don't no other ethnic group like black people. Like, you feel me? And that's just that. This is what I see. You're around Asians, they have a certain way they look at you. I'll say, like, Hispanic people, they have some racist Hispanics, but so far the ones I've come across, they cool with me. You feel me? I ain't got no bad blood with them. White people, I already had my fair share of, racism from them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Indians, I don't know. I like definitely like anybody of Middle Eastern, they don't like black people. On me, they don't. I'm not gonna lie. They don't like black people, bro. And that's just me keeping it a buck, bro. Like, the new generation ones, yeah. But the old heads, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, yeah, it gets wild out here, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna say, like, all Hispanics, though. I'm gonna go back on the Hispanic joint, because if you're dating a Hispanic girl, or, like, you feel me, and you come back, she brings you to her father, oh, you gonna get some eyes, boy.
Crack thing. So maybe they didn't know how to raise their children right. Not making excuses.
I just went on the whole tangent.
Man, we gotta look back. And I bring these things up because it's like, y'all want to understand why black America is the way it is, or why black people are the way they are in America. Well, I'm trying to tell you. But if I bring these things up, y'all, they'll say I'm being a victim or I'm making excuses when I'm not doing any of that. I tell y'all all the time, but I lead by example. I am a young black man. I'm 24, no criminal record, graduated from high school with a 4-point something GPA, got a full ride to college. I'm married, have 3 children, an active father, father. My kids upstairs
Oh,
sleep
he
right now, and I
married.
consider myself to be a positive role model. Like, I live by a moral code and I promote that.
If you were to take a group of
he's
people
married.
and put
Hey,
them in an
I fuck with it.
impoverished area, they're likely to commit more crimes because they have not been helped in the way that they need to be. But if you meet a black guy on the street and you say to his face, he's more likely to commit a crime than you're fucking racist. Yes.
Literally, y'all. Sorry to pause again already, Joe, but this is correct. Poverty has always had a correlation to crime. Always. You can go in any area of the world and you will see a link between poverty and high crime rate. Just go to some of these poor white areas in America. I mean, you see some of the same, it's mirror image. And let's just go off statistics. Based off the 2019 FBI data stats, the one they love to use for 1350, do y'all know that 69% of the crimes are done by white people? You know what I'm saying? So why is that not talked about?
The statistical fact you're going to throw is clouded by the idiocy of yourself to not recognize why that fact is in existence. Not because black people are genetically more likely to commit a crime. That's stupid.
So this is the most liked comment under this thread. It's by...
Yo! This is the... Bro, yo, look. No, hold on. Y'all can't tell me I didn't just bring this nigga name up, bro. I ain't bring this nigga name up because I know of what I know he said something along these lines when I was watching the video and I was seeing that he in particular was saying something about black people and how they have this, mental thing and all this other stuff. It's true that blacks experience systemic racism. They benefit from it. Blacks and other minority groups enjoy a preferential treatment through DEI and affirmative action at the expense of white and Asian Americans. Socioeconomic condition is a cope, and everyone knows it. This wasn't exactly what I remember him saying. It was something else. But I remember this too. I remember he said something along this line too. But there was something else that he said that was crazy.
Asman Gold, 40,000 likes. It's true that blacks experience systematic racism. They benefit from it. Blacks and other minority groups enjoy preferential treatment through DEI and affirmative action at the expense of white and Asian Americans. Socioeconomic conditions is a cope, and everyone knows it. First off, DEI was started because black people weren't given the equal opportunities, right? So let me explain it to you. Say, for instance, a black person is a candidate for a job. It's 5 or 6 individuals. It's 1 black dude, 4 white people, and an Asian. All of these individuals pretty much have the same credentials. They got a college degree, same work experience, around the same age. But the hiree is a white person. Even though the credentials are all the same, he's going to pick a fellow white man. So DEI came around and was like, okay, let's make things a little more fair. That is all DEI is. DEI doesn't mean that you're less qualified and you get the job. It means that you're just given a better opportunity. But so many of these people, they're so stupid and they can't, I don't know what's wrong with it. But if you guys want to see a full video debunking that whole thread that Asman Gold said, go check out Birdman video. It's right here, man. He did a great job at dismantling a lot of this bullshit. Now, this right here is the second highest liked comment. It's made by a Korean. I tell you, a lot of these Eastern Asians, they see themselves as white too, and they reap the benefits of white supremacy. He says, wealthy blacks commit more crimes than poor whites. It has over 19,000 likes. And this evidence for this is a chart from 2010. Like, they can't even find something new. The sons of black families from the top 1% had the same chance of being incarcerated on a given day as the sons of white families earning $36,000. Him showing this chart is not the gotcha moment that he thinks, because it actually proves that rich nigga, poor nigga, dark nigga, light nigga, fat nigga, skinny nigga, you still a nigga to these police and these white supremacist organizations. If y'all didn't know, man, black people are profiled at the highest rates of any group of people. Yes. And let me give you some evidence to support profiled at
black and Hispanic Americans are racially profiled and subjected to police stops, searches, and the use of force of disproportionality. Higher rates than white Americans nationwide. Research indicates that black individuals in particular face the most significant disparities in these interactions. I mean, hey, Hispanics, yeah, they do have their fair share, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Still, you got your fair share of motherfuckers that don't. But I mess with Hispanic people though. I'm not gonna cap. I mess with them, but you do have your fair share, bro. Some of them do be racist, bro. You feel me? Even though we be going through the same shit sometimes. Like, different shit, but same shit kind of. They like the cousins for real. But, and you know what I'm saying.
the highest rates of any group of people. Yes. And let me give you some evidence to support this. Black people make up 54% of all exonerations, despite only being 13% of the population. And this is the third like comment. Finally, we got some sensible things. Let me fix this. Poor people are more likely to commit crimes. Middle-class people are less likely to commit crimes. Rich people are more likely to get away with committing crime. Like it or not, this is common within every nation. It's also an education issue. The system was created to make sure that the lowest class aren't able to escape this reality. That, brother, is cooking. Even to add on to this, capitalism. Capitalism needs a low class of people to function right. So it's like, bro, I can break it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm dismantling all this shit. People gonna look at this video, the racist people, and still be like, oh, you're a victim. You're this and that, man. It's a lose-lose situation. But I explain these things to all of my viewers that want to know, so that when you run into these type of people, you know how to hold your ground and fight back against the bullshit narrative that they try to put out there. Now, this thread is just full of racism. Pretty much everybody in the comment is just being like, oh, this dude's an idiot. Black people are this and that. But what you got to understand is that, man, most of these white people in this thread have never had any interaction with black people. Their whole ideology is off of false stats and cherry pick videos that they keep engaging with. The way social media works is, if you see a black fatigue video, you're going to keep getting fed that. That is why they do so good on YouTube. It's like, man, none of these people can ever tell you a firsthand experience that they have with black people, but they have black fatigue. They're going to be like, oh, I saw this video. Oh, I saw that video. Oh, I did this. And it's like, bro. And just to even dismantle the theory that black people are inherently more violent, or they're inherently this or inherently that. No, black people are just a product of their environment. This is the same reason why we see whitewashed black kids. For example, right, this is a video of a woman saying, asking my suburban kid to square up.
Yes?
Square up. Square up.
Square up?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What you think it means, square up? Okay, well, do what you think square up means.
Nah.
Like, get up and do what you think it means. If I tell you square up, what you think you're supposed to do?
Well, let's square. Then you better go up.
Man, I can find countless videos like that of suburban kids. Hell, I could go outside right now in my neighborhood, in the suburb. Majority black, by the way. But like I keep stating, these people don't have interactions with black people. They see black fatigue videos online all day, and this molds their perception of us. That's it for this video, though. I hope you guys enjoy it. Listen, though.
Nah, I'm talking about some square up, nigga. I would it. What, nigga? I already know. Hey. What, nigga? What, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll get in that bit. That's not my actual stance, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, chill on that. I was just bullshit. But, bro, this shit is crazy, though. This shit is crazy. Motherfuckers is gonna sit here and still explain as to why, you know, black people are like this and that. They're still gonna say shit. It doesn't even matter. It's just like, bro, at this point, ignore the shit. You know, push it out there still, but ignore the motherfuckers that's just not gonna listen. That's it, bro. But that's the end of the video. If y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button. If y'all want to stay updated on the next video, let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.